In this video, I want to talk you through some fundamental ideas about sets. So sets are fundamental in mathematics. So we're looking at groups of objects, and we call those sets. And so usually we use capital letters to talk about sets, and we list the objects in the set in curly braces. So you can see here the set of my pets and children is P, and that's equal to the set containing Riley, Ellison, and Gracie. So that's a set. Then we have natural numbers larger than 2, less than or equal to 7. You can see this. So coming up with 2 more sets, just, be creative. Maybe we just go with fruit. And so we could call that F and list some fruits: lemon, grapes, apples. That's cool. Or maybe streaming services. We'll call it S. This would be like Netflix, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and some other things. So the objects in those sets are called elements, and this little symbol, it's an E, translates to is an element of, and then the E with the slash through it is not an element of. So Gracie is an element of P, Bill is not an element of P. So -3 is not an element of the natural numbers, and 6 is an element of the natural numbers. So let's go with broccoli. Let's use that. Oh, should have chosen a vegetable. I know how to spell. Broccoli is not in fruits. And gosh, I think you can stream everything now. Let's go with orange. There might be a streaming service called Orange. Who knows? Is not an element of S. We could even say that Netflix is an element of S. Okay, so it's possible to have a set with nothing in it. That would be the empty set. And you use the 0 with the slash through it. So if you write your zeros like that, stop it. That means something else. But that's a 0 with a slash through it. Or you can just write curly braces that are empty. But you see how the curly braces that contain that thing, that's not an empty set. That's the set containing the empty set. So one of these 2 notations for the empty set. Okay, so if you have a set, you want to know how many elements are in it. That's cardinality. So that's N of A, so the number of elements in A. And that's how we denote the cardinality. So states that border South Carolina, gosh, I don't know how many states border South Carolina. I'm not sure. But you would do N of S is equal to, what, Georgia, North Carolina, is that it? 2? Okay, and then the set of even natural numbers less than 10. So N of N, we would have natural numbers less than 10, so 2, 4, 6, 8, less than 10, so 4. I think that's good. The set of positive even numbers, that would be infinite. And then the empty set, the number of elements in the empty set would be 0. But think about this. The number of elements, say you had, well, let's call it F, who knows, is the set containing the empty set. The number of elements in F would be 1. Just so you know. Okay, so we have those sets X and Y. And how do they compare as a collection of objects? Well, look, we have got the exclamation point, the number symbol, and the $sign. And those are all 3 here. So X is contained in Y. I'll write that out, and then so X is contained in Y. Okay, so Symbols is contained. You can think about that as is a subset of, and you get that, you use that symbol. Think could be equal to there, so like less than or equal to. If you know that it's a proper subset, so like X and Y are there, you would just use the one thing because it's not equal to, and we know that. So if there are elements in A that are not in B, A is not a subset, just put a slash through that notation. If A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then they're the same set, and so they're equal to each other. Okay, so we would want to go through here and give some, use those symbols, but we'll do that in class together. And some of that too in class together. Okay, so the rest of this we'll work through together as a class. I just wanted you guys to have some time to think about sets. They are just collection of objects, and we will do these examples together in class.